after the Steelers got down to 53 players, there were a few surprise cuts, and we had to wait and see what happened with the waiver wire before we knew who we could add to the practice squad. Well, guess what? No one got claimed. Not a single person we cut got claimed. So, we were able to sign 16 players to the practice squad, all of which were with us during this preseason. So let's take a look at the players that got signed to the practice squad. By position, defensive backs, Beanie Bishop, Sebastian Castro, Deshaun Jameson, James Pierre, and Daryl Porter. Beanie, great to see him back. Castro, I was higher on him in the draft than an undrafted free agent. I really thought he was going to be a day 3 pick, but anywhere from 5 to 7, really. I didn't think he was going to go undrafted. Deshaun Jameson, I saw him make a couple of plays during the preseason. He was also the one that roughed the kicker, though, versus Tampa. But he made a couple of plays. One play does not define him, but either positive or negative. So I'll take it. James Pierre, he's probably, assuming he stays on the practice squad, he's probably going to get called up a couple of times, and he'll be a huge part of special teams. Daryl Porter, I think he was wearing 39. He was wearing Minka's number, so there's a good chance he's still going to wear it. But I think he came after the trade, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because otherwise he wouldn't have had 39. So to get, signed after the trade and be there for, let me think. I'm trying to think how soon after the trade it was. It was pretty late, I think. So he was able to stick. Kyler Baugh, he was late in the process. DeMarvin Leal, both on the D-line. Leal, he was at a crossroads in his career. And he has not done enough to show why he should be on the 53. I thought maybe, just maybe, a team picks him up. I could see him being signed somewhere maybe next year to a better scheme fit. And he could show, hey, this is why I was a 3rd-round pick. Linebacker Julius Welshoff. Julius does not count towards our total of 16. So if you actually counted, give me a second. 1, 2, 5. Oh, I don't even have to count the names. It's right there. So 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 15. Okay, so we can add one more. But Julius does not count because he's an international. Offensive line, Dylan Cook, Stephen Jones. When it said Steve Jones, I'm like, that's weird. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call him Steve. But okay, I know who they're talking about. Steven. So that was probably a typo, I would assume, since it's Steven here. Both guys have that, are probably one of the first to be called up. Like Steven, I think, has a little bit of flexibility between guard and tackle. Dylan's probably just a tackle. But they probably have that little bit of flexibility where if someone gets hurt, they're bringing them up. And they don't have to worry about, we have to go get a veteran on the street. Running backs, Lou Nichols, Trey Sermon. I mean, these were the two guys where, if we kept 4 running backs, I was going to pick Trey Sermon over Lou. But I definitely wanted Lou back on the practice squad. Tight end, J.J. Galbraith, another guy who I said practice squad. Wide receiver, Max Hurlman, Keshawn Williams, and Robert Woods. Max Homan, I pointed him out as practice squad. I think Kashan, pointed out as practice squad. Robert, I did not point out as practice squad. It makes sense. You still have a veteran voice in the building, but he was not a surprise cut to me either. Just, I wasn't super impressed, especially with him struggling with the with receiving punts. He was really struggling with that, and I mean, he's not going to be doing it during the regular season, that's for sure. And I could see a scenario where if we trade for a receiver, we could possibly, and if that guy happens to be a veteran, we could potentially release Robert from the practice squad. Because you'd have to sign him, he'd be on your 53. Someone's got to get cut. And if you bring that guy to the 53, I could see a scenario where Robert's gone now. Because now you do have a veteran in the room to replace him. Not to say that TK is not a vet. He is. He's got, 7 years now in the league? But Robert's got, what was Robert? Maybe anywhere from 2010 to 2012, somewhere in that ballpark. He's 33, so he's got maybe 2012 or 2013 potentially, but somewhere in the early 2010s. So he's got 5, 6, 7, however many years on DK. So, that could still be a veteran if you're somewhere in between their ages. Learn more about the Steelers. Okay. That is the Steelers' 16 practice squad members right now. Like I said, Julius does not count as an international player, so we should be signing one more, as long as my math's right? You got 5, add 2 is 7, add 1 is 8, then 10, 12, 13. It is 16 altogether. So like I said, I do think he doesn't count. So we're getting one more person somewhere, unless international players all of a sudden count and I was not made aware of it. That's also a possibility. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please do leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.